Once again, no starting screen today. How many sessions are we in? Because the title might be wrong for when we give the notification.
I think we're more.
Dude, I lost count after 5.
I think we're more than 7 this time. I think we're 8. Are we 8?
No, I think we're in session 11. Yes, session 11.
11?
Yes.
Damn.
Session 11 of Order of the Amethyst. Oh, let me fix that issue real quick. Hey, B.
Hello,
Alright.
it is me.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Hear me out for this
My
idea.
Discord just crashed.
If we get a Soul Calibur 7, Alucard from Castlevania would go hard as a guest character.
Oh.
Mhm.
There he goes. Ooh. Look at what we have here.
What?
I don't know. I just...
Hello?
Hey, do.
Hi. Hola,
I
amigo.
think my Discord crashed.
That's not
Yo,
That's not good.
to have Espanol dub setting on. No hablo inglés.
And
Your Spanish is so bad that I actually understood it.
That's
Spanish is
crazy.
so bad I understood it.
No. Yo hablo español. Si cinco hermanos te gusta.
I'm
Esculta,
quoting
mi
that
amigo.
because that's funny.
Sí, señor.
You have no idea what I said.
Yeah, no.
I said I'm sorry, my friend.
Sí, mi amigo. No lo siento. Por favor. Tu chinga mi madre.
Por favor, mi amigo.
Por
Cállate.
favor.
Well, I think
Nine.
that's the material for
Wait,
Amigos
whoa,
Part
where
2.
did we go? Where did we go? Why did we switch from? Oh, you want to speak German? I can be forcing not.
Okay.
Nine. Yeah. Speak in
Hey,
German, please.
who wants to give a recap? I don't
I'm not
remember
doing
who
it.
did it last time.
It's me. It's
We're
always
missing
me.
Shadow.
He's to take notes.
Yeah, because nobody else takes the freaking notes. Take your damn notes, guys.
Listen. In every D&D
fool.
group, there's always the one dedicated note taker. Nobody else takes notes. You have the rogue who always gets us into issues. Crazy. You have the paladin who always is supposed to save us. Uck. And you have the one person who actually pays attention for the entire game and takes down notes. That is your role. My role is to seduce the dragon. However, there have been no dragons
Yet.
Dragon?
yet.
What
And
dragon?
I highly doubt I'll even survive
Yes.
until that point. Because at the rate that we're going, we're gonna die before the age of 20.
I see 20 in character.
No, I'm like 24.
I think we're all above the age of 20.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of the group.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yet
most
somehow
of you
I
guys are like
support
in
all
your
of you.
20s in character. Like, Uck is 25 in Goliath years. Makari is 24 in Dragonborn years. Merlin
the same
is
year, bro.
Does anyone know what happened to Shadow?
26 in... Yeah, Merlin is 26 in elf years, and I want to say Cadnos is 27.
Yeah, imagine getting hit by a car at the age of 27.
Couldn't be me.
Nah,
Couldn't be me.
nah, how he would... Nah, I didn't want to go for the traditional route. Like, we could say that he was a unfortunate victim to a murder.
That's the funny part. That's more often the isekai way than getting hit by a truck. The only actual
Well, here-
recount.
Yeah, yes, but here's the thing. We've never seen somebody get isekai'd by being stabbed.
Yeah, I have.
I have. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
And
What?
also, there was
What?
this other anime called
That was a
Monster.
stabbing?
Yeah, it was a stabbing. That dude,
Yeah.
he bled out. He literally bled out from being stabbed from some random psycho who was just charging through a middle of a crowd. He was just, I'm gonna stab you, and then he just
Well, I
let
haven't
it
seen that show
happen.
yet,
And there was
so
another one where like a dude walked out
Okay, so
of a convenience store and a girl was
B,
getting
with
chased
how
by.
you're the only one who's
Adam.
been taking notes, I say you should give the recap. And like what I said, Alucard as a guest character for Soul Calibur 7 would go hard.
if they ever make it.
Who's the?
Exactly. Yeah, I honestly
Anyways,
hope
there is
Namco
one
makes
thing
a Soul
I'm very
Calibur
excited
7.
about today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mushoku Tensei is the only isekai anime with the main character actually getting hit by a truck.
What's Mushoku Tensei?
I'm pretty sure.
Jobless reincarnation.
I've heard nothing but bad things from that.
Oh wait,
Dude,
no, kind of super
it's-
factor anyways.
Well,
Because the
yeah,
guy's-
Kazuma
Okay,
had a
then he
heart
got a
attack
seizure.
by thinking he got hit by a
The
truck
recap.
with it.
Yes, B.
Oh, yeah.
Speak on the recap.
All right. Before we begin, I just have one quick question. Where is Shadow?
Not here.
We lost him in the guild base.
He decided to
he's
not
lost
play
again.
D&D
Damn, okay.
because he wanted to grind on Fort Cock.
The fuck? That came out yesterday. He has
The
plenty of
season
time.
just started. He has he's like 2 months.
For real.
I honestly say let's TK his character.
Whoa.
Beat his
Character
ass
is-
Next
again.
time we get into a boss
don't-
fight, I'm
Like,
lobbing him at
I'm
the
gonna
boss.
bully him for ditching this session when we record All Things Nerdy episode 16 if he makes it in the recording.
I would.
Nah,
Totally do
bro.
that.
Nah,
Even if
bro.
he
That
wasn't-
dude should be bullied. He should be bullied on next session, bro. When he comes here, it's
Yes!
I'm going
He's coming
to
next
attack
episode,
him.
which makes things funny. Don't
Next-
tell him
hey, Crazy,
about that, dude.
hey, Crazy, your dice mat is off center in the camera.
You can see my entire
Honestly, let's
dice
make him
tray,
fight
so
everything.
Fuck you.
Man, fuck you and my
Right.
OCD, okay? Anyways, we should give him double disadvantage the entire session
Oh.
next round.
Double disadvantage make it. We don't support
Oh,
him in the
God.
fights.
No. Double disadvantage is he has to roll 3 dice and choose the lowest number.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad, bro.
Dude, that's evil.
That is
I lit-
fucking evil. But I'm
It's
the DM, so
diabolical
I have
because-
final say.
It's diabolical only because that motherfucker chose to play Fortnite over D&D. Which is understandable. It's understandable.
What?
However, no. You have to
That's
listen.
controversial
You have to
coming
listen.
out of you, bro.
You have to listen to me, please. It's understandable if you're trying to grind at the end of a season.
There you go.
Okay,
Not
at
the
the end of the
beginning.
season, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was doing for the past 3 days.
I haven't played Fortnite in 4 months.
I stopped playing 5
Recovering.
years ago because that was from when it became
I'm not sure if I'll
unfixable
play this
game.
season or not.
So good luck trying to convince me to get back into the game.
Never was gonna try.
Hop on Fortnite for real, for real. Fortnite
Also,
D&D?
good luck trying to
Question
get me
mark?
back into the Battle Royale genre because I quit that genre because it was affecting my mental health in a bad way.
Honestly, fair.
I can't handle some kids cranking 90s on me anymore.
Okay, so for real this time, B.
All right, let's get the recap going. All right. So, starting things off, Travis dragged Cadnos into the main room and forced him to cooperate with the group because he was being a little bitch and hid in the corner the entire session before that. He beat him up in the process. Have fun. After he agrees to behave, Makari then brings him up to speed about what the plan is moving forward about the guild. We then decided to call the guild the Kingslayer Guild. I will
Correction.
reiterate something about that later. I will talk about that later. I'm going based on my notes. Give me a minute. I'm basically doing these notes recaps in chronological order of the events that they happened.
Okay, that's fair.
So So if something happens later that contradicts something that happened at the start of the session, please bear with me. Merlin requests to make a request board for people to put jobs up on so that we have something to do in case something happens and we need to do stuff for money. I believe Travis says that he will... Yeah, Travis tells him to hold on to the idea and he'll ask Grum about it later. Merlin then grabs a piece of parchment paper and writes it down multiple times, with Makari literally breathing down his neck while he's doing so. He then tries to hand the piece of paper to Ak, and then Makari snags it away before he could do anything with it. Because Makari does not trust Ak with this piece of paper. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Makari, please give Grom the piece of paper later.
Honestly, I think that Essa was still a little too straight.
And at the end of the session, Makari wanted to get a chance to catch up with Nia and Zinj.
He did.
And also,
He did.
I was getting to that.
I have something to say to you. Your mind smells like honey.
What the?
Is that because his username is a B, or is that because you wanted him to? Okay. Well, you know what? You know what?
How
Just
sweet
for
of
that,
you.
I honestly don't mind the smell of honey, but the fact that you said your mind smells like honey, that's concerning.
you know what?
How do you know what my
I
brain
have the
smells like?
ability
Put it
to
back.
smell minds.
Put it back.
You know what's
Mine?
funny?
Put it
Your
back.
brain does
Stop
not
sniffing
smell.
that.
Your brain actually closely smells like Fritos.
Fritos.
What?
That is a fun fact of the day. Your brain smells like Fritos. So if you open
No
up a bag
wonder
of
I'm
chips
addicted.
and you don't like the smell, if you open, brain surgeons will often avoid eating Fritos entirely because brains smell like Fritos.
Huh.
Did
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Anyways, let me get back
Challenge
to
me with
fucking
any
Merlin
topic
notes from
except
last
for
time.
Civil War and Sailor Moon because I don't know anything like that.
Okay,
The party argues a little bit more about the name change. They're still not convinced that the Kingslayer Guild is the correct name, but we'll get to that later. Once the group makes it to the ruins of the Order of the Amethyst Oak Temple, Travis, who was with them, searched around and accidentally found a button on the wall. They press it, and it opens a secret passage. Inside, they discover a passage which once held a powerful entity. That passage is now empty. There's nothing in there anymore. The passage is like a crypt, full of the undead. Spirits, ghosts, ghouls, goblins. Except we didn't see goblins.
yeah, it's
We
just
saw all
about
the
to
other
say,
stuff.
there's no goblins.
Well, actually, Goblin D's nuts.
Fuck.
Oh my god, no. Respectively? Fuck you. Three paths lie ahead. A left, the right, and the center. Travis warns the group that gelatinous cubes could be in this crypt. Merlin says, I fought owlbears. These cubes of jelly can't be that bad. Travis then convinces him they will melt your bones. Merlin is just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with those, so I'm going to shift into wolf form, and I'm going to try to sniff out these weird jelly cubes, and hopefully not find them.
What you did
And
not, which
they don't find
you
them.
would have
They
if
don't.
you
is good.
separated from the party at the wrong time.
Yes. But he did not sniff any. Makari then shoots a firebolt into the darkness, which ends up hitting a torch further down the passage, somehow. At the end of one of the paths is a large worshiping room to the Amethyst Oak. I do not remember which path that was. I think it was maybe the left one. I forgot to write that down. Regardless,
You can always look back at the VOD.
I will. I probably will after this, honestly. Marlin then takes a look around. Oh, sorry, hold on. There's definite interest in that path, so they head down the middle path. Merlin then takes a good sniff down the middle path, and it smells very pleasant. But also like the smell of a cemetery. It was kind of paradoxical. But he just ignored it, and he went with it, because world magic. It's No, that's normal. Where did I? Where did I? Give me a second. The page which my notes were on had just refreshed for some reason, for no reason. So I lost where I was.
Buzz, buzz,
Oh,
buzz.
there it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, weird. Merlin then takes a good look around and finds a medallion of the Order of the Amethyst Oak on one of the bookshelves in this room. He then picks it up with his wolf mouth and carries it over to the rest of the group. Katniss takes a good look at it, and he puts it on his armor. He gains a slight boost to his armor. Afterwards, the group then decides to go down the right path. So that first path was the left one. I just forgot to write it down. And they encounter a very powerful zombie wearing full armor. And we did a boss battle against this undead fiend. Thanos casts firebolts, which does not do very much, but it causes it to mutate into a fiery creature, a fiery zombie, a zombie with fire armor. Bakari then does his usual tactic of making it huge. Merlin then unshifts from his wolf form and casts a beam of moonlight right on top of the zombie's head. The zombie goes into a sear in pain. Cadnos comes and just eats the zombie with punches a hole right through its already dead head, finishing it off. The boss battle is relatively easy. Just a really powerful enemy. Not a boss, but I digress. As they head back to the guild that they were building, they see the building is finished way ahead of schedule. Grom explains it was because of Andrew Johnflower, who somehow has returned. Much to Merlin's dismay, he was very disappointed by that. After Andrew explains he is a changed man who made a deal at a better with the devil for a better chance at life, Merlin just kind of walks past him, just like, fine, just don't talk to me, basically. Merlin then walks over to the bar, but finds it's not quite open yet. The exterior may be finished, but the interior, not so much. Makari then goes off to hang off with his friends from when he was enslaved. Cadnos then tries to pitch the idea of naming the guild the Monarch Enders to Grom's agreement and Merlin's disappointment, because he quite liked the original name more. But then, I just completely skipped the word in my note. The group then goes to sleep for the night, and in the morning, Grom challenges Cadnos, Aki, and Merlin to an arm wrestle, since Makari is still off with his friends. Grom loses all three of them, but it came down to the wire for Aki and Merlin. Very close. It literally could have gone either way. After a while, Merlin starts wandering off alone, and the others head towards the balcony. And that is where we ended the session last.
And one thing I will say this much of, the only person that Grom won against was Travis, and he lied about winning against him when he lost.
Wait, so the guild is now called the Monarch Enders?
Yes, because Grom thought that naming the guild the Kingslayers Guild would make them sound like criminals.
We are, though.
No, you're not.
If we murdered several monarchs or kings just before this.
Alright, so
We could be royal ravengers.
to start off this session, Cadnos, because of the fact that Cadnos is not here, he's pretty much on break because of the fact that he wanted to help out the rest of the former rebels with the furnishing of this new base. Well, the rest of it, I should say. Why are you guys muted?
Because you're talking and you don't like to be interrupted, and also it's better to be muted when somebody else is talking.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Which you don't have to mute yourselves unless if you don't trust yourself to not accidentally interrupt me.
I just had to respond to my sister.
That's fair.
I muted myself so I could try to figure out why my headphones have locked audio at a set level, at like a set volume, and I can't change that for some reason. It's pissing me off.
And of course, like what I said, Kanos is helping out the former rebels on the rest of the furnishing for the new base, which means that the rest of the current rooms is having built-in furniture, but they managed to build it to where, depending on which room you're in, you would get a good view from the mountains that the base was built on. And as for the idea of having quest requests, that is open. So this means that the rest of you gets to choose what options there is, and to start things off, I will do the first roll for the night. So, because of the fact that I did say last session Neo was going to join you guys when you go to level 6, how would her perception be? Out of curiosity.
She's an actual Goliath, so she focuses on strength and constitution.
Good thing those
As
are
usual,
the two
Brian.
highest things for her.
Perfect. Next should be dexterity, then wisdom, then intelligence, and then charisma.
Yeah, so that's a
Next
6.
charisma before intelligence.
So Nia has a hard time looking for quests that interests her. Do any of you want to take a shot on a perception check?
Will do. 8.
Like I said, I'm currently away from the party. I'm just kind of wandering the halls.
So
I'll probably run into them eventually.
As for Uck, he finds one quest, but it doesn't catch his interest, and it's just basically investigating a haunted place, but it's at the point to where it is rotten and it is almost done for.
Haunted? How peculiar. Maybe we should check this place out. It is gonna fall apart anyways.
Given the fact that the place is rotten, I don't think that it would be a good idea. Because what if we make one wrong step to where we end up having some rubble fall on us to where it can kill us?
We're Goliaths. We can take care of it. Surely this has to be fate.
I'm rolling persuasion to convince you that it would be a bad idea. That's a 10. So you start to feel paranoid. So she pretty much almost convinces you, but you start to feel paranoid on whether or not if you think that's a good idea to take her word for it, or if you think that it would be a good idea to investigate the haunted house.
May I counter persuade?
That is up to you.
That is a 16. Well, I guess you're just a little scaredy cat then, scared of ghosts, huh? A little scaredy Goliath.
Shut up. Shut up.
Whoa there. Okay. Don't need to get in a big fight now, do we, you big behemoths? Okay. Nia.
I
And
wasn't
us.
gonna get into a
Shake.
fight.
No, but this motherfucker would. Anyways, so
Put him up, you darn lizard.
she's the same species as you nincompoop.
I am speaking to you, Makari.
And as you're speaking to him, she just flips the bird at you, and you don't even know it.
I didn't know we were bird watching today.
Fuck you.
Anyways, shall we head to this haunted house or no?
We should see if there's more quests that could catch our interest.
I'll keep this in my pocket.
Speaking of, where's Merlin?
No, he's right there.
What do you mean right there? She looks at the direction that you pointed out where Merlin was at, and he's like, as I'm pointing, I'm doing that in character. How would Merlin react after he sees that Nia is pointing at him?
I would just basically like yell across the room. Basically, I'm not gonna do it now, but like in character, I would be like, "Why are you guys pointing at me?
Work.
I literally just went to go check out the library for like an hour."
We're looking for we have a quest board now.
Quest board, and I'm gonna run over. Let me see. It's beautiful. Sorry. What quest do we have?
We have one of the
Roll
haunted
a
house.
perception check, and I will tell you.
Alright.
The exhaust of my laptop melted my fucking Reese's cup, and I'm pissed.
What?
No.
Your laptop melted chocolate?
Yes,
How?
I mean, not surprised.
it's old.
Old laptops do things like that.
Also, my room is like 86 degrees.
Holy shit.
Do you have a fan on? Because that's brutal.
I have 3.
I'm his biggest fan.
I only have one.
I have an
All right,
overhead
you
fan,
said,
I have a tower fan, and I
Christian?
have a fan that's currently pointed at me.
Yeah, the
Y'all
part
have
of Florida
fans?
that I live at, it is fucking brutal over here because
let's see.
it is 90 degrees during noon hours.
I feel bad for
97.
Brutal.
I'm so glad it's still like mid to high 70s here.
Mm.
Screw you.
What is the
If you
weather?
rolled a
you
perception,
perception
what did
check,
you
right?
get?
Let's
I got a
see.
23.
Damn.
Oh.
So the quest that catches your interest is
I got a
that
17.
instead of a rotting haunted house, you end up finding a haunted mansion. The same mansion that has been abandoned since Andrew Dawnflower was killed. Because it's haunted now.
Hey,
So,
Already?
hey, I recognize this one.
isn't this the mansion that...
This is the old Dawnflower Mansion.
Hmm.
Apparently it's haunted now.
Has anyone
guys
seen
wanna go on a
Dawnflower
ghost
around
hunt?
here?
I can tell you that I haven't seen Dawnflower.
I don't know where he
I
is
say
right
we
now.
should.
Like, if anything, my best guess is that he's working on his redemption right now.
Let's drag him along.
We don't know where he is, so we can't do that.
Well, I think there's gotta be something interesting as to why the mansion is now haunted. I mean, we were literally just here like less than a week ago or so.
It's a month ago at this point.
Oh damn, okay, never mind. That would explain a lot more.
I wonder what would have happened in a month.
Something happened.
Perchance something came out of that portal in the basement.
Yeah. Possible.
I say let's go
I
there.
think that might be something to look into. But if we want to try something else first, we could do that.
I do have this abandoned, rotten mansion, haunted house. We could demolish
where
on
is
our
that
way
exactly?
over.
Okay, so and just so you guys know, instead of just one NPC with you guys, you're having 2 tagging along.
Ooh.
The second
Sacrifices.
one is going to be Grom.
Oh no. He's gonna lose an arm.
No, he's not. Like, he lost a thumb at first, and then Merlin just was able to perform cure wounds, which reattached his thumb. So basically what happened, so as you guys are talking about the Dawnflower Mansion, it piques his interest, being like, with how I will fill in for Kanos if it makes you feel better.
We'll gladly have you tag along with us this time. Good to have a common face.
Yep. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not expect Travis to I honestly did not expect Travis to beat Kanos' ass, but then again, he does need to learn some discipline in this world.
Indeed.
I feel like a couple other people could need to learn some fucking hell. I can't speak today. Take two. Take two. Action. Feel like a couple other people could use some discipline too.
Are they in for an ass beating though?
No. Oh heavens,
Oh,
no!
come
They're
on.
not in for an
Oh,
ass
come
beating.
on. It's fun beating their ass to humble them.
Would you like to beat Uck's ass?
Can I roll intimidation?
Fuck you, man. I'm doing intimidate. Get fucked. That's a nat 20.
God, that's a 9.
So
Can't glare at Makari.
that's a nat 20. So Grom just looks at both Makari and Uck at the same time, and he sends chills down both of their spines.
Counter spell vicious mockery. Hey yo, your mum, yeah.
Did you just really perform illusion magic on me?
No, wait. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I'm looking at my new D&D and Beyond. This is weird. No, I didn't perform illusion magic. This would be performing illusion.
Yeah, roll a
This would be
deception.
performing illusion. It's not deception. It's truth. It's vicious mockery. Vicious mockery isn't an illusion. I'm rolling.
Okay.
Anyways, that's.
So
What? Wait, what? Is he trying to gaslight me into saying something? You know, fuck you. Fuck you. You get have that. That's a nat 20.
So you lie about performing
No.
vicious mockery.
No, I didn't lie about performing vicious mockery. In fact, I'm not even here.
Wait, where's Makari?
He dipped.
And he just vanishes right there. No, you see him in front of you, and then you blink, and he's gone.
Yeah, so Aqua's intimidated, and Makari just dipped. We don't know where he went.
Oh, he's behind you. I can't be very far. I can't be very far with minor illusion. I have to be within 30 feet. So I'm just gonna say he was behind him.
So Grom does manage to get his firearm ready for by time. That way that he is prepared to enter the Dawnflower Mansion, and at the same time, he has a dagger on him for in case if he runs out of ammo. And as the rest of you arrive in the mansion, you notice that there is plants growing on the outside of the manor.
Plants. Ooh, this is my kind of atmosphere.
What do you mean this place has been abandoned for a month. How is this your
I'm a
atmosphere?
fucking druid. Plants love me.
You don't know what could be roaming inside.
You never know. Damn geese.
Is Donut with you?
Yeah, John would probably be with me. Not sure why he wouldn't be.
And Donut just pokes his head out of Merlin's pocket but in a cute way. And both Nia pretty much adore Donut at first glance, and as for Grom, he's like, good to see you, man. Now that we're all ready, let's investigate some paranormal activity.
Mm-hmm.
So as
Can I just take a quick second to investigate the plants that are currently outside the mansion, though?
That is up to you if you want to investigate. Like, what exactly are you looking for?
I just want to try to figure out what kind of plants they are, how late in development are they? Are they getting ready to bloom? I just want to know what kind of plant they are, really.
Roll an investigation.
Got it, boss. That is...
Yeah, I've had 2 energy drinks today because the
13.
13. Alright, so you find... So what the plants are is that there is vines on the wall of the outside, but you have a hard time telling how long ago they've been growing.
Vines. Hate vines. They're annoying. You get tangled up in them and they're everywhere. Especially poison ivy vines. I've gotten so many injuries because of those stupid plants.
If it's
But
a normal vine that's hanging loose by itself, it could potentially be used as a swinging device depending on the situation.
yes, but these seem to be attached to the actual building, so I don't think they'll be efficient here. Oh well, and I'll just head inside then.
Same here. And of course, after you guys enter, the same spot in the foyer where there was rubble is still there, and where Andrew's old body was, it is now, like, it is at the point to where it has been rotting for a month, and nobody bothered to touch it because that was from when it started to become haunted. And the corpse and the smell of a rotting body starts to bother with you guys.
I cast Prestidigitation and freshen that body.
I did not
I'm
catch
not
what you said,
joking.
sorry.
I cast Prestidigitation and I clean that body perfectly.
Neighbors are playing baseball. That's what you're working on.
All you did was suppress the smell.
Febreze,
It smells a
bitch!
little bit nicer in here. Actually, oh,
Well, at least
I
it
could
doesn't
also
stink in
use-
here for now.
I could actually do something as well.
And
I am going to then walk over to the body,
I'm gonna roll
and I'm going to use my
investigation
Druidcraft magic.
as Nia and see what I get. That's a 13, so the part that Nia investigates is the skull, and she sees that there is a part on the top of the head that is missing because of a stab wound that Uck left back from when Andrew was killed from when he was a living being. But she is not 100% sure how that skeleton got it. And the blood is stained on the stairs from when both his head and chest was bleeding.
Exactly how we left it.
I didn't know I penetrated that man that deep.
Yeah,
That explains a
you
lot
did
onto
tell
why
me.
that there's a big open wound on the skull.
I thought it would be bigger.
Harlan is then going to cast Druidcraft on the area around the skeleton. It's like a 5-foot cube around the skeleton. And it's basically just going to smell like a bunch of flowers. Which is a cantrip.
I hope you don't grow mushrooms, because that would make the body smell worse.
No.
Wait,
I can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, which can include a smell. I'm choosing that to make it smell like nice, pretty flowers. There we go. Now, the suppression from your spell, plus the nice, pretty flower spell from my druid magic. I think it's quite lovely in here now.
I left something here. I'm gonna quickly roll investigation to look for the lightning copus I remember leaving in his body when we left.
Yeah, you did do that.
7?
You were not able to find it.
Oh shit,
I'll
that's
help him.
not good.
I'll help him. Like, BK said that he remembered putting something here. I'll help him look, because Merlin will probably remember him doing something. I probably won't remember exactly what I'm looking for, but I'll just try to find anything out of the ordinary.
I'm rolling history as Grom while you do your roll.
Alright, investigation. That is a 16.
What part are you investigating?
I'm also going to roll a history check,
Okay.
trying to recall where the item
I
Ock left behind.
I got a 19 on history. So, Grom recalls
I also got a 16
witnessing
on my
Ock
history.
stab the hell out of Andrew's head with the lightning copus. And then he
I'm sorry,
starts
did you say
to
Grom?
think of possible predictions on what could have happened to the lightning copus.
Where is it?
Quick question. You said Grom, right?
Yes.
Grom was with the party at the time we beat Andrew.
And after Ella died.
You just gotta keep bringing that up, bro. Just gotta keep. You can't go one session without let the poor man know his girlfriend died.
Just let me Rest peacefully. Without
Oh
breaking
wait,
that up every
she should be here around. She should be
No,
around
I
here.
thought we buried her.
No, if I remember, no, if based on what Travis told me, her spirit was at the temple at the time that the rest of the
Oh wait, hold
order
on.
was slaughtered by a lich. I don't exactly know which lich, but all I know
Okay,
is that they
so
are a big threat.
I decided to take a quick look back in the notes because I wasn't sure if Grom was actually with the party when they beat Andrew.
He was not.
No, Grom appeared after they finished beating him.
Yeah, he appeared after. So after he recalls, he makes a prediction saying this. With how this place is haunted, maybe a ghost might have taken the weapon. But the question is, what type of ghosts would we be dealing with?
Hmm.
It can't be yokais or onryos because those are in Japan.
What's Japan?
The fuck is a yokai?
Japanese ghost type.
Did Cadnos tell you about these things? I can
Nope.
never understand what he's
I've never heard of
yapping
this in
about.
Japan.
Well, let me tell you something, Uck. I've been out of country before. After I escaped enslavement, I went as far away as I could.
Yeah. Can I roll religion to pray for the past spirits safe exit of the mansion before,
Yes, you can
while
do that.
trying to understand what happened to the spirits as well. Let's go 17.
So, a good amount of the friendly ghosts in this mansion is trying to find answers as to what happened to them because they were unfortunate victims of Andrew's gang from when they were a problem back then because they were responsible for countless murders. And the crypt that was in the dungeon was used as a graveyard for the victims, which is a fucked up part of them.
Why would they still be here? I thought they moved on after I murdered them with the Andrew Dawnflower with the Copus.
Not all of
That's
us
strange.
were
That's
able to be
nuanced.
freed.
What do you need? I'll help.
There are some members of his gang that are still alive, and we cannot be freed until we have justice.
Are they in this building?
We
Are they the ones who stole the Copus?
We are unsure. We are unaware of their whereabouts.
Darn. Well then, this yokai or whatever will probably have the answers.
And and after Grom hears the word yokai, he does say to the, we're not dealing with yokais because that's from a different land.
Okay, nerd.
Oh fuck you, Uck. It's not my fault that I know different ghost types from different lands.
I didn't know there was a land called Japan.
At some point,
I
you
was
need
just going this way up.
to visit more of this world because let's just say that there's a lot more than just Norway.
The fuck is Norway?
The fuck? How long have you been in this world for?
Ak is counting on his fingers.
let me ask you a better
One.
question. Have you
Hey,
ever
can
been to
one.
Baldur's Gate?
Baldi's Gate.
I've been there once, but that was over a decade and a half ago. I was only there when I was very young.
I've been to a place called Boulder Gate, but I've never been to a place called Baldur's Gate.
I'll roll a history check to see if I remember. That's a 3.
You have a hard time identifying. Well, you have a hard time recalling whether or not if you went to Baldur's Gate.
Perchance?
I'm rolling insight because Grom has a suspicion that you are lying.
How can a forgetful idiot remember if he's lying or not?
That is the second nat 20 I got in one night.
Am I being gaslit into believing that I actually have been to Baldur's Gate?
So, Grom takes a good look at you, and based on the vibes that you're giving off, you have never gone to Baldur's Gate, and you cannot recall which country in Europe you are from. So he's like, you have no idea what we're talking about right now. But we'll save this conversation for a later time.
I don't even remember my parents' faces.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Like you would. Ock starts marching off and further into the mansion.
And
Now
Nia
let's
is
grab this yokai.
What role would it be if I was to stop you? And I'm doing this as Nia while I do it.
Probably strength.
Either strength
Depending
or
if you want to stop me
athletics.
physically. Well, to physically hold me back, you'll need a lot of strength. Or you could try to persuade me to stop moving.
Yeah, I think persuasion would work a lot better, so I'm rolling persuasion.
I'm also going to help persuade him because running off alone is probably not the best idea in the world.
Yeah, that's a 19 for Nia. So she just grabs Uck by
And
the arm and convinces him to not go alone.
I got a
Not
15 to try to persuade him as well.
I was waiting y'all to follow in behind me.
Yes, but
I
running
am
off alone
not
is not
letting
the
you
answer.
go. I am not letting you wander off alone, because
Then you
what
two
if
come
that is
with
the
me.
last mistake that you make
Fine,
in
I
your
will go
life?
with you. I'm just saying, don't run off alone.
Then why are we standing here?
I don't know anymore.
Man,
The plan is kick the yokai out, retrieve the Copus, and free these ghosts.
Didn't Crom say that yokais are not in these lands?
The spectral creature, then. It's probably getting stronger the longer we wait. Who knows what he's doing with that holy weapon?
Let's go.
After this mission, you need to learn different ghost types.
Find me a book, then I'll read it.
Deal.
you can read?
Can I read? That's
That shouldn't be a question that you have to ask yourself, my friend.
I think you're dyslexic as fuck.
What's dyslexia?
Staying in character to a T. I love it.
Yeah, I said that in character from when I said I think you have dyslexia.
Now's not the time to be bickering. Come on, guys. Let's go.
You're right. So, based on directions, you can either go to the left, which I don't think you guys explored that area yet, or you can go to the right where it goes to a library.
Oh, we already knew it was in the library. It was just a bunch of books. It's possible we might find a book about ghosts. I'm gonna nudge Ock a little bit.
Hmm.
So maybe if I take Ock down to the library, we could educate him a little bit.
Drag his ass.
Orc doesn't need to go to the paper room.
No, come on, it can't be that bad. Besides, for all we know, the ghosts might be in there.
Ghost,
Roll
let's go.
persuasion.
I believe that is a... Yep, that's a 15.
Ock is convinced.
Let's go grab this ghost.
Yes, let's. March down the hallway towards the library.
Yeah, and before I explain what's gonna happen, I am gonna go take a quick restroom break.
And we will be here holding on the fort.
Out of character. What the hell is even going on now?
Oh, I don't know. He said something about a ghost, and then he mentioned a ghost type, I believe, and then I completely missed it. But we're looking for a ghost because the ghost might have the Copus. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Or maybe the bandits that are possibly still within the mansion. I don't know.
And Andrew's lackeys that appear to not be dead or elsewhere.
Okay. But hey, while he's gone, this gives me time to catch up on notes. Yay.
Yay. Oh, I can't wait to absolutely brutalize this undead fiend that I couldn't do last time.
I am back.
Howdy, howdy.
Yeah, so I memorized that you guys were going to a library. Do I have to look back at the VOD to know what type of conversation you have?
No.
We didn't really have a conversation.
We said it rhymes with grog. I said
Until
that
I
wrong.
look back at the VOD, I do not believe you.
Okay.
So, a majority of what used to be there is gone, because most of it has been burnt down, but the document that has evidence of Andrew's murders are still around. And there is a few drawings of what type of paranormal entity may be haunting this place.
Well, that's upsetting. The library was full of books, and now it's nothing but piles of ash. Oh, wait, hold on, never mind. There's a few documents still. Oh, it just goes over how he killed people. Oh, that's boring.
Okay, Cat.
I think I can.
Just for shits and giggles.
Back.
How many nat 20s am I getting in one night?
What?
You're wasting all of your luck, buddy. You're not gonna have a single good
I
roll
mean,
next week.
Statistically, if you roll 40 times, it's bound to happen twice. So
Mhm.
Yeah, so
it's a 5% chance. So
that's a nat 20 on stealth. So Grom pretty much dips without a trace.
Well, maybe there's nothing. Where the hell did Grom go?
Coming
You know, you would think for a guy that size, he would make some noise. Oh, well, you know, it's probably fine for now. We'll just have to try to find him soon. There's got something more interesting in this library than these documents we've already been over at least twice. And I'm going to keep searching through the piles of ashes
You may
to try to see if there's literally anything of interest.
You may be right, and I will see what I'm able to find.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna find
so
shit.
That's
I
a
got a
that's a
I got
19
a 7.
for Nia's investigation.
I got a 7 for my investigation.
You weren't.
I'll roll
You have a
investigation.
hard time finding something in the ash, and as for Nia,
Just more ash.
you also fail to investigate. Nia, however, she finds that there are drawings of what these ghosts look like. And one of them has chained hooks for hands.
And hook. Hold a second.
What?
These hands look like a coppice. Um.
Oh, cool.
No.
Ghost writings. Why do they have hooks for hands?
Could have.
Wait,
Maybe.
hold on.
Oh.
So, Nia looks at more on what there is, and there is a variety of different drawings of what these ghosts look like. And there's another one that has a number drawn on how many victims there was who did not get out of this haunted house alive.
Can I roll perception to like
Well, that's
see the
a
number
I like
or
that.
read it?
Yes.
66.
That's a fucking 4. Apparently, Hawk can't read.
You are dyslexic.
My guy, we will find
69?
you a book that goes over basic reading.
No, I don't.
Even if
think
we go
it's
into town, buy one.
69.
That's a lot of digits.
I thought it was a 6. I guess I was mistaken. I guess it's slightly slanted more than the other.
Okay, so I'm rolling perception for Nia. Is that a... That's a 17 on the dice. Okay, no bonus, so just a 17. So, the number... So, you guys are not going to believe it. Just to add to the scare factor for this part, the number is 666.
Oh, the fuck did this thing kill 666 people in a month?
Well, ghost hunters, stupid people, bandits, grave robbers, obviously.
Holy
Adventurers like us, and probably people who came back from a job that work for Andrew.
That could be it.
It's not impossible that it adds up to 666, but it's a
Hmm.
little unlikely. But you never know. It is possible.
Hear me out. What if the bodies were hidden in a secret dungeon? That might
That's-
be a possibility onto how there's that much dead bodies.
Maybe. This is quickly out of character. So the average month is 3.5 days. So with that calculation, it's 21.8 people every single day getting murdered. In the time we were absent.
You are
Dang.
laughing, I can tell.
Can I roll investigation to find any hidden doors?
Go for it.
I'm on a fucking roll today.
Let's go.
That's a 2.
You should have
Oh.
tried that. That's bad.
Let's go.
I don't
I
know
thought you
how.
rolled a 20.
I don't know how I got 3 nat 20s in one night.
Crazy
He stole
stealing
his
all
luck.
my good
My bad.
It's
rolls.
fucking nuts.
Give it back. He stole his
Oh,
luck.
you stole Uck's luck.
Yeah.
He stole his luck.
Oh.
Give it back.
It's all going.
Fine shit.
I'm just knocking on like a crack in the floorboard. Do you open up?
And
What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
I think this thing opens.
That is the floor.
what if that?
That's just a hole in the ground. There's nothing there.
No, oh, can I roll strength to see if I can break through it?
That would be a bad idea. So no.
Oh.
You know what? I have an idea.
Shit.
You know what?
See.
I am going to appease your curiosity, and I'm going to shift down into wolf form, and I'm going to start digging in the hole that Ak is trying to get into.
Why are you going wolf form in a hole?
I'm just going to look at them,
It's that
and I'm just going
dog.
to keep digging, and then I'm going to kind of like nudge my head.
You're gonna
Towards
destroy the floor to where you're gonna fall into.
I don't care. I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to keep digging
Great.
until I hit something that's not what I'm currently digging through.
Roll
I'm
a
gonna dig for at least 30
Constitution
minutes.
save.
Uh-oh. I dropped my dice. I threw my dice that time. Get in the freaking dice tray. There we go. Now it's in the dice tray. You said Constitution, right?
Constitution save. So yes.
That's a 19.
So as you accidentally destroy the floor, you manage to have a 6 feet landing, but you are perfectly fine.
See, I told you there's a secret room under here.
The f-
I'm gonna unshift now. I don't know if this was secret, intentional, but there is something down here. And I'm gonna take a look around here.
Ulk is gonna jump down and can I roll acrobatics for style points?
that is up to you.
It's funny
He's gonna
because
roll on that one. He's gonna land on me.
I have like no bonus on it.
If you get
Oh,
a,
that's a
if you
12.
get a low number, I got something funny.
Okay, I got a 12.
Okay.
So above halfway.
You land, but your ankle hurts a little.
I do a flip and I land on my back.
Yeah. So he jumps out, but he accidentally gets himself caught in a web. But a thick one.
Thick God! This is one thick web.
And then after you get
You're
yourself
stuck.
caught in a web, both you and Merlin hears a loud spider hiss.
Can I roll divine sense? Well, activate divine
Nope,
sense to.
it's a big
So,
spider you
it's
gotta
like-
fight.
This-
And then
So,
after
Roll divine
everybody
sense is
else
to see
hears
if
it,
it's good or evil.
it has the intention to kill you.
Hold on a minute. Wait.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going down there.
Well,
Cool. Looks like me and
I'm
Ak are gonna have to roll
rolling
initiative.
persuasion as
Yippee! I'm rolling initiative.
Nia, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Bakari, cast firebolt on this damn web.
That's a
I
12.
will, but I'm not.
That's a 12, so you start to feel paranoid after you're convinced.
I got a nat 20 on counter persuasion.
You know what? I'm gonna roll athletics just to drag you because fuck you.
No. I'm rolling athletics again. That is a. Where's athletics? That's a 13.
That's another 12. So she just grabs you by the tail and just starts dragging you to the basement.
Makari, no, I got a 13. I got higher, bitch. He
You
is
know what?
barely.
Because of the fact that you're being a pussy and separating yourself, guess what?
I'm not trying to separate myself. Makari is terrified of spiders.
Roll a Constitution save.
4. No, 6. I did that wrong.
As you back up, you accidentally get yourself caught in a gelatinous cube.
What the
Would you rather be stuck in a spider web with a giant spider or stuck in a gelatinous cube? I think spider web would probably be the better option here.
Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube.
You were caught in a gelatinous cube.
I am perfectly fine with that.
Oh, great. Now we're being double teamed.
Yeah. Crazy.
And
Just
guess
for-
what? Because gelatinous cubes are ass acidic, I have acidic resistance. I'm a black dragon. Acid does practically nothing to me.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
In this case, you guys know what's up. And of course,
Yeah.
Grom
there's a
went
move.
to the basement.
Oh.
Like, he dipped without a trace because he wanted to investigate the basement.
I have never seen my dice do that. I just rolled it in my dice tower and then it went under my seat. I have no
Oh.
idea how that happened. I can't even
Oh,
see
no.
what number it is.
Find your
I don't know.
dice.
I'm assuming rolling. I'm rolling.
Rolling
Oh
for
my god! I
initiative.
can't. Thank you. That's 15.
Okay, 15 for Makari.
I got a 3. I got a 3 for initiative. I'm going last again. I swear, whenever I roll for initiative, I'm always the last one to go, unintentionally. In both sessions I'm in currently, I always seem to be the one that's going last.
Okay. Oh yeah, initiative, I guess.
Okay, so...
But also for that's an 8. For quick clarification, Crazy, Divine Sense allows me to detect strong presences of evil and good, allowing me to know and all the locations of celestial, fiend, or undead beings in 60 feet for until my next turn.
Gotcha. Just to make sure that I got my notes correct, you said that you got 14, Stormia? Or was it 10?
15. I got a 13 plus 2.
Okay, so...
15.
So I got everybody else except for the spider that you are fighting and the gelatinous cube, so... I'm gonna give the spider 16.
Let's see. Oh shit.
Alright, so... To start things off with this fight, what catches Uck and Merlin by surprise is that they both hear a gunshot. And Grom doesn't know where he's aiming, so he's pretty much winging it, hoping to aim for the spider.
Darn it.
That's a 3, but on the positive note, the web starts to get Uck a bit loose.
So he shot the web that Ock was on instead.
Yes, because he heard a spider and meant to aim for the spider. And then you see him walk towards the spider from the dark area of the basement. And he does it slowly but surely. Which I'm
And
gonna
you
use my
move fucking-
watermelon dice to roll intimidation as that happens. Okay, that's a 7 on the dice. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a 12. So the spider is a bit on edge, but it is refusing to let its guard down. And speaking of the spider, it is going to attack Merlin because Merlin is the closest to the spider in question. That's a 9, so Merlin dodges that shit.
Oh, jeez. Spider.
And as for Donut, he's going to shoot a web at the normal spider and see if that'll do anything. That's a 8, so that just makes the web situation a lot worse. And then Donut says to himself, yeah, shooting webs would be a bad idea.
So wait, does that just make me more stuck?
I'm trapped in there longer than
Nope.
he needs to be.
He did not shoot up at you, so you're good. Makari, how will you get out of the slime?
I'm gonna blow it up from the inside.
How so?
Shatter. You said I'm inside of it, right?
Yes, and if you're not careful with your constitution saves, it may start affecting you.
I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'm pretty sure I don't even need to roll to hit since I'm inside of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, it needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Turntables.
What'd you get? I need a 13.
15.
Fuck!
Damn.
Alright, so on a...
And you two would also need
okay,
to roll a
so
constitution save.
hold on 1 second. That's 4.
He would?
No, I need to roll.
Isn't he like 8 feet above us?
13.
Yes, but he is currently inside the gelatinous cube.
21 and 24. So he takes 12 points of damage, and also as long as they are within, or as long as they are outside of 10 feet from me, they're fine, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And since he is 8 feet above us, I think we're fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we don't have to deal with that then. Yay! Give me 1 second.
Alright, so that's 12 points of damage that gelatinous cube takes. I don't know how much health they have. I
Same
imagine I
health as
just
you,
made it
so
fucking
45.
jiggle. Because shatter is essentially just a loud erupting noise, so I just get me.
And while you're at it, roll a constitution save to determine how much damage you also take along with the gelatinous cube.
That's 8.
You lost all of your temporary hit points.
Makes sense. I'm perfectly fine with that.
And it is
That's what they were there for.
It is Nia's turn, and she is going to swing at one of the spider legs. I am not gonna have any luck next week because that is the 4th nat 20.
Prepare to roll nothing but nat ones next week.
Fuck you.
If you need
Because that's all
I'm
you're
gonna
right.
be
That's all
pissed
you're
if
rolling.
You jinx it. That's a good dice. So, what Nia Nia manages to cut off 2 legs from that spider, so it's starting to lump on the front left side.
It's an ant now.
Yes. And as for the cube, it is going to spit out Makari. And I'm gonna roll a athletics check. What's it to determine how strong it can be? I'm gonna use a different dice this time. Pretty close to his armor class because it's at a 13 and I got a 12. But
Yeah, that doesn't.
so it spits you out, but in the process, you are covered in acid, and there are bits of, and you are perfectly fine, but you lost your temporary hit points, but your clothes are tattered because of it. And your instruments also suffered a little bit of damage.
My clothes, I could deal with that. My instruments, you slime fuck! You gelatinous bastard, I'm gonna melt you down into emulsion, do you hear me?
Makari, are you good up there? Did something
Eat
happen?
a bag of... Angry draconic noises.
By the sounds of that, I would say he's not okay. I don't know why she's crying.
I
don't know.
flute was tuned to B flat, and now it's more sounding like...
Okay, so Uck, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna have to get out of this. I roll a strength to get myself down out of the web.
Roll an
Or would that be-
athletics, and then we'll see.
Yeah. That's a 24.
So you managed to get out of the web with ease, and you also have the option to perform at least one attack, depending on what you roll.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna absolutely stab its ass to make sure it can't shoot any more webs. I'm gonna roll to see if it hits. That's an 11. Would it hit?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Merlin, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Ooh, let's see. What can I do? Actually, hold on. I have a new spell. I just want to see how this works.
What would that spell in question be?
Tidal wave.
I'm gonna get a snack real quick. It shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Okay. I think I could do this actually. Alright. So, I just need to ask a question. Is there anyone currently standing directly behind the spider?
Uck is currently behind the spider because he tried to stab it in the back to where it cannot shoot webs, but failed.
Alright. Is there any position I could go in where there is no one behind the spider?
No.
Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on this spell for now then. Because I don't want to accidentally hit my friends. I have a lot of spells like that. Alright, you know what? Screw the spells. We're not gonna use them. We have weapons. I'm gonna pull out my my mimic sword. And I'm just gonna be like, Mr. Spider, I hope you perish! And I'm gonna jump and slash
back.
at its head.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
That's not gonna hit. Never mind. I got a 3 to hit.
You missed.
You never know.
horribly
It just might.
to
Okay.
where you embarrass
I-
yourself, and you get.
I
caught
tried to
in a-
jump and I tripped over my own foot.
I was just about to say you got caught in a web in the process.
You know, that would probably be more embarrassing, honestly. Mr. Spider, who shoots you? Ah, shit! No, there's a web there! Where did that get there? No! Nope, now I'm stuck. Lovely.
Yep. And as for Uck, he's gonna be aiming for one of its eyes. I want to say that's a 19. Yep, that's a 19. So.
Who's aiming? Oh, Grom's aiming for the spider's eyes.
Yep.
You are.
I am.
He
I
He
heard
said,
Rob.
He pretty much
Yeah,
uses
same.
all of the current loaded bullets in on the spider to the point to where it is blind and it does not know where it is going. And then
Oh,
dies
we got
from
a blind
bleeding
and
out.
angry spider to deal with. Lovely.
Yep, so the spider is done for. But the gelatinous cube is the only threat there is left now. Which, that one's going to be tricky.
Is it?
Let Makari deal with it.
Nah, fuck that.
What?
Yeah, so. I'm gonna skip Donut's turn for the time being. Makari, what are you doing?
Right, so.
Get your revenge. Kill him. Kill it.
I could do something absolutely diabolical. I'm going to throw one of my swords in it, right? Or I guess what is it, dagger? I'm gonna throw my. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my basic dagger in there.
Hey, Makari, I have a cool question.
I have a quick answer.
What is your weapon? What is your musical instrument of choice again?
I have a lute and a flute.
Got it. That's all. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna throw one of my daggers into it, and then I'm gonna cast heat metal on that dagger.
Why would you want to do that?
To burn the fuck out the cube and melt it.
That's fair.
Oh, smart move, actually.
Yeah, you guys are playing checkers. I'm playing fucking 3D chess, 4D chess.
Heck yeah. 40 chess.
Nah,
4D
fuck
chess.
that. You're
3D
playing
chess is fun,
5D
though.
chess.
Big brain moments are here, baby. Let's go.
So, first I have to roll a hit with the dagger. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, and not only does it hit, you insta-killed it.
I didn't even get to hit with heat metal. Okay.
No, you did hit with heat metal, which was what caused the insta-kill.
Perfect.
Quickest fight that we've had so far. And also, hi Jovo, how you doing?
Jovo!
Yeah.
Hello!
Jovo's in the chat right now.
Jovo.
Alright, so Makari is upset with the fact that his instruments suffered a bit of damage, and with the lute, there is 4 strings that was destroyed from being melted by acid.
My
I'm gonna try to get out of these freaking spider webs now. There we go.
I was just about to say, roll in athletics.
Alright, got it.
my precious
I'm pretty consistent. Keep rolling 16s on my dice. Athletics is going to be a dirty 20.
You managed to get out with ease, and then
Alright,
after Donut sees that Makari's lute was missing some strings, he thinks of the idea of making new ones with his webs. And then he does it.
Spider loot.
Spider loot. I'm trying to come up with a good rhyme for spider loot. It's not working.
Spider music.
Spider music.
Spider loot. Trying to steal all your loot. Don't know where.
Okay,
That
so,
was what I was trying to go for, and I couldn't come up with anything, so it's kind of
I
stopped.
don't know how.
so after you guys manage to... So after Donut fixes Merlin's lute, he pretty much just...
Merlin's.
Aguri.
I have the loot now.
How
Of
would I
course.
word
You've
it?
always been a bard.
So
Lay down. What do you want?
Sorry, what?
Lay down.
Donut fixed your lute by making new strings with his web.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Donut, you fixed my loot. No, thank you.
And he
Hold
just
on.
lifts one of his legs up as if he wants a high five or a fist bump.
We're not there yet. I'm still trying to get over my fear of spiders.
That's fair.
Also, just to make sure, Makari is still on the ledge above us, or did we all climb out? Or did he jump
you
down?
all climbed out.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Wait, how's the enchanted flute?
The flute!
The
You have that
flute.
in your pocket, didn't you?
And Makari lost his temporary hit points while he was in the gelatinous cube.
But is the flute okay?
It only
No.
went through a little bit of
Oh,
damage.
it's not okay.
Wah.
California anymore.
Can you still use it?
And then Uck feels a slap in the back of his head, but none of you did it.
Can I roll intimidation real quick?
Nope. You don't know who
I-
it is.
Well, I just want to. I whip my head around dramatically.
And then
And can I just intimidate?
after you do that, there you see floating candles hover over you, and there are some that are lit up in blue and some that are lit up in normal fire color, which would be orange.
I'm gonna use control flames.
Can I activate divine sense? Assuming they're within 60 feet of me.
I'm gonna use control flames, so I'm gonna steal the flames and put it into a ball of meat, and I'm just gonna disperse it.
Oh, okay. Crazy, may I?
After- Hold that thought. So after Merlin, after you do that, they just lift you up and then they just
Oh, no shit.
throw you across the room for doing that.
No shit! Not again!
Luckily, you don't take a whole lot of damage, but you lost 7 hit points in the process.
Ah!
May I activate
Oh,
Divine Sense?
That hurt.
Yes.
Ow.
Alrighty. Perfect. So, are they good or evil? That's pretty much allowing me to figure that out.
You have a hard time identifying if they're good or evil, but you can tell that they are the types of ghosts that likes to play tricks.
I gotta go throw in my banana peel real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, I guess that's how it's gonna go. So, yeah, it's playing both a nice symphony and a disgusting odor. Just very slightly for both of them.
And
Damn.
Nia just like looks at Merlin, and after he gets up, the first thing that she says to him is, "You took being thrown across the room like a champ."
Sorry, what?
This is not the first time I've been thrown across a room. It most definitely will not be the last, but
You know that's right.
And then
Hold on,
Grom
I've been
mentions,
thrown across the room
and
exactly
then Grom whispers
times
to
now.
Nia about the skeletons that did the bitch slap, and you don't know that he did it.
Mm. Dang, the skeletons really fucking bitch looking.
You
Yeah,
heard
those
nothing.
hurt.
You heard nothing, Merlin. So shut up.
Wait, were you talking to her? I didn't hear you say anything. I was reminiscing on my own.
I'm rolling insight to see whether or not if you're lying.
And I'm gonna roll perception. I mean, not perception.
Deception. That's an
Yes.
11 for
I'm gonna
Grom.
roll.
So he starts to feel paranoid on whether or not if you're being truthful or if you're lying.
Well, my friend, I am lying. So
What'd you get?
I got a 3. Nope, that's a 2. That's a 2 actually.
He caught your ass lying.
Yeah, I may have overheard the conversation. Don't worry about it.
Unless if you want to be thrown by a ghost again, we should get out of this library and visit more rooms.
I don't think it's just gonna follow us though.
Based on what the quest board gave to us by information, this is swarmed with ghosts, both good and bad.
Yeah. All right, fine. Let's get out of here then.
And after you guys get out of the library, you see that the basement is not what it used to be. It still is covered in webs, and you see that there are bodies, like some that are just skeletons and some that are fresh and some that are rotting. And it smells horrible, and it gives you an uneasy feeling.
No, but these weren't here just. These weren't here just a little bit ago.
And the spider snacks.
Yeah, there's no spider that got it, so we're good now.
I don't know how to feel about this, but I have an uneasy feeling about it.
Oh, you don't say. I think we all do.
I'm gonna investigate the bodies.
That would be a bad idea, but
That's a 9.
your hand gets caught in the web.
In the... It's got me! It's got me! Ah, go on
I'm also going
without
to investigate one
me.
of the bodies. Ain't no dead body's gonna stop me from looking around.
I would say roll perception.
Roll perception.
Yep, because
Alright,
that would
that
be
is
the safer roll.
That is a 21.
Fuck you, B. Fuck you.
I rolled high. My modifier is good.
I got 4 nat 20s, and you jinxed it. I got a critical fail.
Yay!
Fuck you.
Yay!
He's doing good. So, Grom just tries to figure out what's going on with the bodies, and he just said, fuck this, I give up. But you're an asshole for jinxing that. 4 nat 20s and 1 critical fail? How could you do this to me?
I'm a medieval mastermind today, baby. Let's go.
You know what? I've heard your girls say that you're a bottom.
Damn.
I don't actually know. I'm just saying that just to fuck with him. Bro, I bet you B's face is hella red behind the screen right now.
Just to make sure that was Grom that said that, right?
Yes.
You're just gonna see Merlin stop. Grom, can I talk to you for a quick second over the corner? I'm gonna drag him over in the corner, and I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. How did you find out? No!
My bad.
Tell.
I don't actually
I told him.
I don't actually know. I was just fucking with you. But you gotta admit, it was pretty funny to tease you like that.
I hate this place. And I'm just gonna start walking away, disappointed.
Wait, no, there's no bonus on Nia's perception, so that's just a 17. So what Nia is doing is that she's counting how many bodies are fresh, how many are rotting, and how many are just skeletons. So there is 7 skeletons, 8 rotting bodies, and 3 fresh corpses.
Fresh.
Oh, they must have just recently died. Yay! Body! Ugh.
Wait. I'm still stuck in the web.
Oh, no, shit. Hold on, let me help you there.
I'm just gonna roll athletics to get my arm out of it.
I'm going to help you regardless.
Imagine if he gets a low number.
I rolled a 6, but I got a bonus 6, so it's a 12.
So
My
you
friend, you got it.
managed to break free, but you still have bits of web on your fingers.
I caress
make
Merlin's
sure.
face slowly.
That's oddly sensual of you.
What
Why would you do-
are you doing with my face?
My hand is stuck to your face now.
No, it's not.
Oh! I was trying to help him and I got a 2. So yeah. Or at least he tried to wipe it off on my face.
Yeah. Thanks for that help.
Yeah. No problem.
Grom just looks at Uck from across the room, being like, "Are you fucking serious right now?"
I give Brahm a big smile and 2 thumbs up. Let's catch this Oni. Huh?
From I gave the middle finger like this, I did that in character.
Oh. Hey, I don't see you doing much of anything.
Shut up. I kicked a spider's ass in this space,
I was about to stab his ass.
and yet you
Yeah, he
failed.
failed.
So what if he shook it?
Imagine seeing a
Turned
twerking
it in by
spider.
the spider
Can't
flew
be
right
me.
back.
Rhymes are
I got a
good.
face full of torches.
I'm sorry, I don't know what. The rhymes with grug part was out of character. But the part where I said imagine seeing a twerking spider can't be me was in character.
Mm.
In all seriousness, I don't think there's anything else in this basement with the exception of wherever this cellar can lead. And what Nia is going to be doing is that she is going to open it and investigate what is up. Okay, investigation. That's a 17. So Nia opens the cellar, and what she sees is one body that has been rotting for a month.
Roll perception. Actually, no,
Can I
history.
roll a? Can I roll a history check to see if I recognize the body?
Yes.
Okay, 20.
Alright, so Merlin, you don't have to do it because I got a good roll. Dirty or natural?
Cool, because
Dirty 20.
good because
Okay, so
I almost failed.
recalls that this is the same bandit that Merlin killed and hid the body with.
Damn, Merlin. I think this is the man you murdered.
You think so?
Yeah,
No,
which
now that
is
you say it, his
surprising.
clothes do look familiar.
I could have sworn I killed him. Guess not.
Well, one of us killed him. I don't remember exactly, but one of us killed him. So it looks like somebody put him down in the script.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
It probably was me, honestly. This does seem like something I would do.
Damn. Poor fella.
So to easen up the mood, what is something funny that's happened before I joined your guys' party?
Oh, Merlin murdered his now ex-girlfriend.
That's not funny. That's just...
I'm gonna turn towards Hawk and I'm just gonna punch him in the gut.
Can I roll dexterity to do a
I'm gonna roll a strength check.
yeah, dexterity. That's
Rolling strength,
18.
that's a 9.
That's an 18 on dexterity.
Yeah, you're gonna dodge that shit.
Nope.
Whoa there, feisty fox.
I'm gonna try to punch you and you're just gonna hold my head back. I can't reach you.
Now down, Mr. Bottom. Calm down.
Hey, that... For the record, I called him one for a joke because I don't actually know if he is.
Well, everyone on that boat heard what happened.
Wait. How long ago did he lose his V card?
This is out of character. Do you not remember what happened on the boat?
Oh no, I remember what happened on the boat.
What?
Grom doesn't know what happened. Grom and Nia doesn't
Oh.
know
Yeah,
what happened
He's
on the
playing
boat.
Grom right now.
He lost it a month ago.
It
or
was over a
so.
month ago.
A little over a month ago. And like I told you before, he is a bottom. He was whimpering like a mutt.
That night was good, though.
You should have kept it quiet. We couldn't sleep.
Next time, if you
If you
wanna
guys-
do a sneaky, just do a quiet quickie.
The fuck you mean by a...
The fuck is that mean?
The fuck you mean a quiet quickie?
How does one perform one of these? Odd
I'll
to
show
be-
you.
The fuck if I know?
The fuck?
I've heard
I
stories.
bet you pull no
I've heard
maiden.
stories about them. I've never experienced them.
I've once heard a quiet quickie is a man's downfall. It should be...
I'm sorry, I space out for one moment, and I come back to this? What in the high hells are you talking about?
Don't worry.
It should be a
about
long
it.
left.
Don't worry about it, Makari. Don't worry about it. You're good.
A long left.
It's none of your concern. That definitely not about me.
Holy shit!
Makari, don't you recall poor Merlin
No.
over here getting pegged on the boat?
What?
I remember the boat, alright.
The boat.
I remember the boat. I remember I got jiggy with it.
You got jiggy with it? With me?
I'm sorry, were you
Yeah,
making
don't you
music
remember
while we
we
were
were
doing the
out
thing?
on- We were out on the deck. We were out on the deck and we were just playing and singing, and it was a really good time.
Oh
And
yeah.
then-
You
and
tried to
then-
drown out the sound.
Yeah, it was. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah. They got louder.
Yeah, they did.
And
They
longer.
were challenging. Right?
I'm pretty sure it was Ella draining him dry after the second scream.
So you know what that means?
Mainly his.
Merlin is a gooner.
For once, the bard isn't.
Wait, what?
For once, the bard isn't the horny one.
Yeah, for once, the bard isn't the horny one.
You didn't have to go into such excruciating
Which character
details.
was I talking as?
Grom.
I think Grom.
Yeah, it was
You could have
Grom.
been talking as Nia for a
And
second.
Nia's just like all confused, being like, "What?"
Don't.
Yeah,
don't
we could
worry about it.
reenact what
Don't
happened
worry about
later.
it.
I roll charisma.
No, we are not doing that.
Take me up.
We are not recreating that.
And after
Incident.
Nia says that, and after she quickly picks up what was going on, she just looks at Merlin, and then and then being like, "What's your side of what's going on?"
They're bringing up events that happened back when a girl was here. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us. Just don't worry too much about it. It's nothing to be concerned about. Let's move on, shall we? And I'm going to start walking
A
away from the group.
gaping hole in which she used to fill.
One of you should give me the details when Merlin is not around.
You got it, sister.
You know I can still hear you, right?
No, you don't.
And I know we could have.
I'm rolling
and I know-
deception to see. I'm rolling deception because she's telling you you can't hear them. Okay, so that's an 11. So Merlin starts to feel paranoid on whether or not if Nia is being truthful or if she's lying.
Mm. I'm just walking away from the group at the moment. My face is still red from that entire conversation.
I shouldn't have called him a bottom for a joke.
No, it's important information, Grom.
Is it a joke if it's true?
Wait, what?
It's a...
When Merlin's
Aren't all jokes hold some truth?
I'm with Nia on this one. I want to know more after this mission. When he's gone, of course.
You could ask the father.
Seriously, can you not bring this up right now? We have an important mission. We have to figure out why there are ghosts still here. Come on! And at this point, I'm like 30 feet away from the group.
He
Ugh,
was quiet from when he said that. How can you hear that?
Wolf got a
No,
good
I can't hear them at this point. I'm just turning around and yelling at them because I'm literally leaving them behind, and they're just standing there talking.
Uck yells out to Merlin, "Look who's leaving people behind now!" Wait up, Merlin.
I'm not counting that roll because that did not land flat. So, Grom is rolling acrobatics.
What?
Oh no. Wait. Okay, that's a 9. So, Grom ends up finding a hole on the ceiling to the floor, so he just jumps up, but almost falls in the process, but quickly picks himself up, and then struggles to climb up, and then after he does, he's just right in front of the area, and he just looks at Merlin in the face from a distance. He's not too close to him, just like he's just standing right where he just climbed from. Fuck the stairs. I'm climbing these holes. I should have thought about that before I said that. Where's B? He dipped. Awkward silence.
Swouse.
What?
Swouse.
House.
Swouse.
Nah, man, you gotta hit him with the you gotta hit him with the you gotta hit him with the you gotta hit him with the
Nice. I'll do that later. Anyways.
Were you fucking quoting me?
No.
No.
No, I was
Rolling
catching up on
deception.
notes.
Let's go.
I was just quiet about it.
Dirty 20 on
Some
deception.
background audio.
What are you rolling deception on?
You'll understand.
What do you mean I'll understand?
I wasn't the one who quoted you. Jedi hand trick.
I call bullshit. I saw your name from when you quoted me.
Nat 20 on deception. I get away with it.
That's not a part of the game, motherfucker.
It wasn't a part of the game.
Alright, so after you guys get to the stairs, you see that Grom managed to climb the hole where the floor was broken at, and then you're just surprised to see that he managed to not take the stairs and just went the hard way. And everything just gets quiet. And then you hear a scream from the distance that is neither demon nor human, but you can tell that it is a paranormal scream.
I'm okay. I'm channeling divinity
Oh,
as we
no.
speak. Hmm?
Why is
Oh,
That
hell no.
voice isn't good.
why is it too quiet? And what the fuck was that sound?
I can make it not quiet.
Oh. I'm gonna start channeling divinity.
Makari, your instruments went through damage, so I highly doubt that.
I'm gonna do a little thing called shatter. I'm kidding. Anyways, I cast minor illusion and makes a rock sound. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? I asked you
Good.
first. I asked you first. Oh, don't get swelled with me. And then, oh, don't get swelled with me.
You're a stupid lizard. You're a stupid lizard.
You're an idiot. Anyways, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. God damn it.
Why were you playing the Among Us sound?
Because the other option was this one.
Yeah, I was pulling out a not sponsored Pepsi.
You didn't have to say not sponsored. Just say you got Pepsi.
He whipped out that non-sponsored Pepsi.
Nah, bro. I whipped out that sponsored Rogue Energy drink.
Get that.
Rogan. Sponsored Rogue Energy.
Oh wait, yeah, this isn't sponsored. This isn't sponsored because we're not affiliated. Wait, no, that's Twitch. Sorry, never mind. I'm an idiot.
You're a lovable dumbass. Why do you sound like
Okay,
Krusty
nut
from
job.
Simpsons?
Hey, everybody! I'm Krusty the Clown.
Holy shit, that was good.
Alrighty.
You should do voice
I
acting
know,
at
it
some
was-
point.
Yeah, I know. I want to do voice acting. Nobody wants me to do shit. I'm crying.
Alright, so
Wayne. So, what should we do about that? I'm holding my
we should
divine
investigate the
channeled
noise.
great sword,
I'll race
pointing
you to
at where the noise came from. No, I roll athletics to run ahead.
acrobatics for correction.
Oh, fine. That's a 10. Can I use the 17 I rolled as athletics? Or
Acrobatics.
nah? Well, okay. That's a 10 then.
Mine's not any better. I got a 7.
Let's go. Haha. Short. Slowpoke.
But then here's Grom. Fuck! That's a 10! That's a 10! That doesn't help!
Grom started late, so I beat him.
Hold that thought. There's a 50% chance, so I'm rolling a percentile to determine how it is. 12. How dare.
Dude, I want that.
Fuck you, B.
We ran right into the ghost.
You guys... So... I'm rolling 2 d20s because they're both going to be for a constitution save. Uck rolled the same
Hey,
thing
yo.
as me.
Constitution save? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? That was a nat 20 before. It's a 2.
Oh no. Alright, so... So 11 for Grom and 8 for Nia. So the floor, the floor underneath of their feet breaks, and of course,
Wait, how much damage do I take?
roll a d12.
D.
That will determine how much damage you take.
5.
You lost 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's fine.
And as for Nia, she lost 7 hit points, and Grom lost
What happened?
4. And he slips.
Bring it on.
After all 3 of you, exempting for Merlin and Makari, they landed back into the basement. But here's where the situation gets worse. All 3 of them are caught in a web. And there's another spider that you were unaware of.
Damn it! Can I roll athletics to try to get out?
That depends on what you get.
Well, Nora.
You are not having a good day today.
I got a 8.
Everybody
By the time
roll
I
for
get out of
initiative.
this. Fuck! That's a 6.
Damn, I rolled bad. I think that's an 8. With my +2, that is, yeah, that's an 8. I rolled an 8! Oh no!
Hee hee. At least you didn't roll a 6.
I did roll a 6, but I have a +2, so eat it.
Ugh. B.
Okay, I just need Merlin's initiative now.
I'm back. Sorry,
Roll
I
initiative.
had to step away to do something real quick. What I missed?
Roll initiative.
Oh, shit,
Grom
what
and
happened?
Nia was caught in a spider web, and there is another spider that you are unaware of.
Oh, lovely! I love spiders. All right.
No, you don't. You hate them with a burning passion.
I know I hate them.
You hate Donut?
That's 6.
Not that spider. Donut is
Spider
a
is
lovable
spider.
spider. He's like Locust
Okay,
the
so-
spider, to where he's a cute and lovable spider.
Well, I guess I'll have to watch the VOD to figure out what happened in between the ghostly scream and now. Because I totally missed it.
Well, we just ran straight to where we heard the sound. Then the
Oh,
floor
okay.
broke.
So, did the floor break under everyone or just a few of us?
Those who ran ahead.
Yeah, so you and Makari are safe. Ak, Grom, and
Okay.
Nia was caught in a web.
Got it. All right.
Oh my goodness. No! I almost knocked down my microphone. That would have been bad.
Oh no!
Okay. What?
God, do I love water.
What did I just
What
hear
happened?
from the other side of my door?
What
Probably
just
something
happened?
really cringe.
Huh.
Out of nowhere, I heard, well, I'm gonna pee anyway. I did not hear the rest of what happened. That was absolutely
Let them pee
random.
anyway.
No.
Fella's gotta pee.
I didn't catch whose voice it was.
Mm.
And I'm not gonna start the fight until I get Merlin's initiative.
I thought I told you. I got a 6.
Jeez, we're all rolling 6s this round.
Yeah, so
I got 8.
it's
Well, okay.
it's between Uck and Merlin on who's going first.
Cool.
Well, it's not gonna be me. I just rolled a nat 1. I have bestowed the curse of low rolls now. Yay!
I rolled in that one.
No! You're kidding!
Wait, hold on. How about this?
Another roll. Another
Nope.
one.
Another one. It can't
No.
happen twice.
Uck, heads or tails?
That's a 7. Head.
Alright, Merlin.
Wait, what is this for?
Flip a coin.
I'm calling it now. It says 1. It said 1.
Merlin is going
I go last
after you.
again. I go last again. Yay!
Donuts.
Hey,
Donut goes
here.
last. You're not last this time.
Yay! I feel bad for Donut.
So what Grom is going to do is that with his free arm, he is going to aim at the spider that he hears. That's a 10. So I'm going to roll a percentile to determine the 50-50. 71. So he manages to aim at the at the direction where he heard the hissing from, and he gets a clear shot after he hears the spider roar in pain.
The thing roars.
And this roll is gonna be athletics to determine whether or not if he gets out. Wait, nope. That's a 19. So he manages to get out with ease. And he starts to feel paranoid about his surroundings because he doesn't know where the spider's going to come from next. And as for Nia, I'm going to roll athletics for her as well. That's a dirty 20. So she also gets out, but she's not going to attack. She's going to go back to back with Grom. Makari, you're above everybody right now. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna eat it. Oh, no.
I'm also above everyone. What are you
Good
talking about?
fuck.
Am I? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo.
What
Anyways,
sounds
am
like
I
something
above?
Ralph would say?
Am I above the spider?
Yes.
I'm a hop on that bitch, and I'm a rodeo ride that bitch, and I'm stab into it with my mimic dagger.
So, if you want to go rodeo
Oh.
style, roll acrobatics first.
16.
You managed to get on the spider.
Perfect. And also now to hit with the dagger does a 19 hit.
Yes.
Perfect. I stab into that bitch and I put one hand up and I'm like, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever done.
He's bloody done it.
You got 2
Look at that.
temporary hit points.
Actually, hold on. I should probably roll to see how much damage it does. 1d4 plus 3. 4. 4 damage since it's a dagger. That was the lowest I could have done.
I'm
So
gonna.
does that damage also go? It also go into my temp hit points because I can do it myself.
I already got
Do I
you
get my-
covered with that.
No. Let me do that. Let me do it. It's my character. Let me do it. Oh, let's do it.
So what the spider is going to do, I'm gonna roll athletics after the attack. That's an 18. With my green dice, I've been getting good rolls.
The luck dice.
Yep. So after Makari jumps on the spider rodeo style, it just throws him off and he gets caught in a web. But before he does, blood splatters off of his back because his bones almost got broken.
Wait, what happened?
The spider throws you off of its back. And
Damn!
you lost your
That
temporary hit points.
Already? Wait, can't I roll acrobatics to see if I land safely
Nope.
as a reaction? Oh,
You're not going to be fast enough if you do that.
damn.
Which is why I'm saying no. And then it is going to bite you while you are in its web.
It's attacking me, damn. What'd you roll?
6.
Oh, me?
So
I
Uck
did not hit.
screams, "Hey! If you want Makari, you'll have to go through me." Speaking of Uck, what are you doing for your turn?
Instead of yelling that, I'd say, "Quit munching on that lizard. Get a piece of a good old snack." I'm gonna roll athletics to try to get out of the.
3-course meal, you brute!
I 14 in athletics to get out of the web. Would that work?
Yes.
Thank you. Perfect. And now with my divine channeled sword, I'm gonna whoop its fucking ass. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Perfect. Now the damage worth. That's a 15. And what does channel divinity increase? Reach 3rd level. So that's 15 on damage. If you choose dodge. Yeah. 15 damage to the spider in its mouth.
Green blood starts to drip from the sword after you stabbed it in its mouth, and then you cut off one fang in the process.
Perfect. Oh, yes. Add plus 1 to attack. Let's go. Eat that, you damn arachnid.
Merlin, what are you doing?
Okay, so just to make sure, I am still on the ledge above everyone, looking down, and I'm seeing all this chaos happen. How deep is the hole?
15 feet deep.
My man.
Is there anyone on top of the spider?
No. Makari was on there for a bit, but lost his temporary hit points.
Oh, my friend, you have given me the perfect opportunity to use this in a way that doesn't hurt my friends.
Something tells me you're gonna use
So-
Spider Wave.
You know it. So I'm going to immediately get low to the ground, as low as I can, and I'm going to reach my hand down into the hole, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on this spider. I'm going to roll the hit. Actually, it's not a roll to hit, it's a Constitution saving throw.
If I get a nat 20, it's gonna counterattack.
Wait, how? Its
I'm
mouth
15
is.
feet above you. How are you going to counter it?
Yeah.
What if it's a spell to where it can hear you coming? And that is a 16.
Alright, so it will succeed, but it is still going to take some damage. And this is going to be a second level spell. So it's going to need. So I'm going to roll 3d8 for damage, and then it's going to take half of that. Give me 1 second. All right, so it's going to take 5 thunder damage.
Is it one of those spells where it's gonna knock people back if they're too close?
In addition, all unsecured objects that are entirely within the cube are pushed 10 feet away from me. And a thunderous boom is audible for within 300 feet.
And if you're not careful with this, you may accidentally get everybody caught in a web. Except for Makari, because he's already in a web right now.
And like I said, the only one who is currently within the cube is the frickin' spider. Oh, and I'm sorry, they don't even get pushed away because they succeeded. So it was just a 5 damage.
So, what Donut's gonna do for his turn is that he is going to give you a love bite. So I'm gonna roll a d12 to determine how many hit points you get for the love bite. 7, so you're back at full health.
Yay! That throw against the wall has been negated completely. Yippee!
Okay, so 33, 40, 34, 35,
Thank you, Donut.
36, 37, 30. Okay, I miscounted. My bad. So, you're almost at full health. That was my bad on my part because I didn't do the math correctly.
So, how much did that actually go for?
You're at 38 hit points. So you're almost at full health. I miscounted, so that is my bad on my part.
No, you're good. It happens.
And it is back to being Grom's turn. And he's out of ammo at this point. So he's going to take his dagger and charge towards the spider and go for whichever body part he is able to strike. That's a 15, so So I'm gonna hold on to that 15 for an attack. And I am moving that dice out of the dice tray. That way there's no intervention. Okay, 13 for acrobatics. So he just slides underneath of the spider and manages to stab it to where he cuts open the spider's stomach. And he is covered in green blood because of it. And as for Nia, she's gonna deliver the killing blow with her axe. The spider sees it coming and manages to dodge it in time, but leaves a trail of blood in the process. And it is face to face with Makari. What? Speaking of,
Like,
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Like the dead corpse.
No.
Oh.
That's a 16.
What's in front of me? I snapped back, and when I heard my name, what happened?
After the... So the spider's stomach was cut open, but was able to dodge Nia's attack. So now it's face to face with
Damn.
you, and
You
you're a bit
disemboweled it,
horrified.
it's still alive. You're damn right I'm horrified! Makari has arachnophobia, and he just watched a spider get disemboweled and shrug it off like it was nothing, and then he's facing him! He's like, no, hell no, hell no, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, go away, no, fireball, no, that won't do enough damage to kill it, what do I do?
He's having a panic attack.
I know what I do, I cast Shatter. Roll a con save.
$18.
God fucking... You know what? 4. 2. That's 6. That's 11. That's 17. 17 divided by 2. That's what, like 8.5. So he takes 8 or 9 damage. It's up to you. And also, is there anybody else within a 10-foot area of me?
There is Uck and... Yeah, Uck is 10 feet away from you and...
Is he outside of the radius, or is he inside?
He is inside because the only person who's over you is Merlin.
Okay, cool. Uck, roll a con save. It's got to be 13.
Okay. Gotta
And
be
you know what?
13.
Here, Bardic Inspiration. Boom.
Bardic Inspiration. Okay, thank you. What does Bardic Inspiration do again? It's
1d8.
the one. Okay, so 6 plus d8. That would be a 9.
Yeah, you take 17 damage.
That's fine with me. 17 minus that.
And that's my turn. Also, I use my movement to get the fuck away from it.
Aren't you stuck in the web still?
Yes.
Can I roll acrobatics to get out? Makari kind of
Good
forgot
luck
that he was
trying.
stuck in the web. So, do we get mulligans, or am I going to have to eat that nat 1?
You're stuck, and the spider is going to exploit that.
Wait, hold on.
What did you say?
That is the exact number, 13. So I'm gonna
Ooh.
roll for damage to see how it is going to affect you.
Fuck.
I'm gonna roll 2 because one is gonna be normal and the other is going to
Oh,
be
baby.
poison.
Oh,
Do
shit.
your job. Do your
I'm
job.
trying.
11.
Help.
I'm trying. I don't know how he's gonna bite you with my sword still in his fucking mouth.
So the spider bites Makari in the stomach, and he is suffering from poison in the process. So you lost
No.
11
I took 11.
hit points.
Yeah, I
I'll
took
suck
11.
it out later.
What?
You better do a damn good job, because I'm not paying for it.
Uck. It is
Whose
your
turn is
turn.
it? Finally. Okay. Great sword slash to its fucking neck. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, but here's the part where I'll make it fun for you. I'll let you decide how you want to kill the spider.
Perfect. I'm rolling damage real quick.
You don't have to.
Oh, that's a 5. I'm just doing it for the temp points. Yeah, I do can I roll acrobatics to judge how I do it?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11. I jump up and spin slash its head off.
And
Let me get a
Makari
good.
is splashed in green blood after you do that.
You okay there? I look down.
Start sucking.
Oh,
Okay.
No, don't do that.
I have. Wait, would
Hey!
poison count as a disease?
Guys, get down there!
Yes, and before you do anything, Makari, roll a Constitution save. Because it is a type of poison that will
6.
slowly but surely kill you.
6.
You lost 8 hit points.
Oh,
Perfect.
sick. How would I wait? What would
I
be
can,
the
you know I
roll?
can manage my hit points myself, right?
What would be if I were to suck? What would that I have to roll?
Don't.
No, don't do that.
Fine.
I
I
would just
cast
say use
lay
healing
hands.
hands.
Yeah, lay hands on pool.
And of course,
Um,
I'm gonna do 2 rolls. Athletics for Grom and medicine for Nia. Okay, so
oh yeah, no, I use lay hands on pool to cure the disease
okay, so
or
8, 9,
neutralize the
10,
poison
11,
affecting the
12,
creature.
13. So I'm gonna give the athletics to Nia, and Grom is having the medicine check, which
Oh,
that would be 15. So
I just
Grom
cured Makari.
gets Nia gets Makari out of the web, and then Grom gives Makari a healing potion that should cure the poison. That way it makes
You mean an
things
antidote?
easier for Uck to use healing hands.
Actually, it cured it entirely before they got there.
Did you use lay on hands?
Yeah, you're a
Okay, yeah, that
creature.
makes sense. How many hit points did your lay on hands heal?
Well, I only had to do the minimum to neutralize the poison effect, so I used 5 HP. So you
Okay.
gained 5 hit points back.
Okay.
I'm gonna add 3 extra, so that makes it 7. Wait, no, that's 8.
Your math is incorrect, my friend.
I graduated high school 3 years ago. How am I still a dumbass?
Don't
You
worry,
don't
we all
study.
are.
What's college?
Yeah, I said fuck college. I want to be a content creator.
I guess that is yep.
And then after you guys manage to mostly heal Makari, Grom and Nia makes a group agreement saying that they should not run on any type of floors that is in a shitty, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Hmm.
They agreed on the idea of not running on a floor that is in a shitty condition, to where
What's
if you're
this?
not careful, you can break the floor and you could end up falling into a web. And if you're not careful with the dangers around you, it may kill you.
Who's nearly dead?
And then Donut just pops his head out, being like, "Alright, who needs healing?"
I
I'm
do.
fine. I don't know about the others, though.
Makari looks a bit rough for shape. Makari, let me see your
Yeah.
hand.
Holds out hand hesitantly. Don't bite me, please don't bite me, please don't bite me.
He just gives a love bite, and you have all of your hit points now.
Can we leave? You're all right.
You're missing out
Still,
on a
still.
good payment for a quest if you want to leave.
I am no longer afraid of spiders. However, I am out of level 3 spell slots, so if we wanted to make a little tiny home, I could not.
Okay, so how about this? We could find a room that is not haunted and we can rest there. And then after Grom gives the suggestion, a friendly ghost just has like a green little orb to where it will guide you, and it's telling you to follow its voice to a safe room.
Hmm. Can I roll insight?
You don't have to
You
because
know,
it's
this
a
ghost is
friendly
trying to lead us
ghost
somewhere.
that's
And I'm gonna
helping you.
hop down
I don't
to
trust
some
this
floor above them,
ghost.
I think.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if there's anything that may catch either Grom's or Nia's interest. That's a 15. That's a good roll on the dice. I'm gonna give this one to Nia. So, what catches her interest is that there is a variety of paintings that none of you ever discovered from when you went upstairs, or never took the time to see. And what the paintings are is that they are the ancestors of the Dawnflower family.
I think Andrew would really like these back.
No, if
We could maybe
anything,
surprise
if a new
him.
family ends up getting this, if a new noble family ends up getting this place after this is no longer haunted, I feel like that they should be put down.
They, huh? In what way?
Just put up in a storage or just have them be on sale.
Oh, taken down. I thought you meant to kill the family.
No.
Okay.
No, that's not what I meant. And based on their history, Andrew was the first one who was a piece of shit.
I mean, these paintings could fetch a pretty high price.
True that. And after you guys
Ruthless.
are taken to the safe room, you are able to take a breather now.
So, whose idea was it to pick the
Donuts.
spider quest?
It's not just spiders. Because keep in mind, it did also say that the place was haunted and there were ghosts around, but they're unsure on what
Who's
type we're dealing with.
Whose character sheet are you looking at, by the way?
I'm looking at Nia's, but I'm talking as Grom.
Perfect. Get that armor class up. Equip some armor, bro.
For who?
Nia, she's got an armor class of 10! Wait, what class is she?
She's a barbarian.
She should have, like, an armor class of 16! Minimum! What's her dex?
Hang on.
Oh,
Her dex. Oh, fuck. Her dex is an 8.
Why did you put the 15
I don't know
in
how
intelligence?
character building works for other classes, alright? Shut up.
Okay, for barbarians, the dump stat is intelligence. The 2 dump stats are intelligence and wisdom. You need strength and dexterity and constitution. That's all you need for barbarian.
Where do I update the armor class?
Right there.
Wait, where at?
Oh, the armor class you could just do in the app. You just have to go over to the armor and then hit equip. Go to equipment. Equipment.
Currency. Nope.
Then
No,
choose...
that's just money.
No. Go back up. Oh yeah, that doesn't give you any armor. Oh, really? Give her some armor then. That one makes sense. Not too good, not too bad though. Go to what's next. What's next?
I already clicked that.
You get your sheet. Sorry, I'm looking at the stream right now. Then you're going to want to hit add. You could add armor.
Yeah, so I
Like
want to say that it's over.
Give her a 16 for now. 16 is a pretty good score for what level we are, level 6.
Wait, nope. fucking hell. How does this shit work? I'm gonna figure this out later because I don't know how armor classes work for D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
So, while you guys are resting, Nia ends up thinking to herself how the spiders are manifesting the mansion after it was abandoned for such a long time.
Hmm.
Nope, that's not.
What did you say?
Okay, so after you, Grom starts thinking to himself, what if we need a sixth person if we end up going in a bad situation? But the question is, who? And I'm not gonna lie, if I end up losing my life over this mission, it will be a sacrifice worth making.
Hey, no. Nobody's losing their life over this mission. We are going to get out of this alive.
I'll only do it if it is necessary.
Oh, no, not even if it's necessary. Just don't do it. Every time, the last
Sacrificing themselves for a freaking reason.
two times we had.
A leader puts themselves after those who lead.
We are all leaders in this group,
Mhm.
and you're speaking words of a dead man.
Shut up.
What?
I have been freeing people who were under illegal enslavement for years, including those outside of these lands. And I am
And
not
you should
afraid
keep doing them.
to risk my life for those who I wish to protect. Even if it means that I lose against any entity. And if that's what it takes,
Rolling.
if we die, or if one person must sacrifice their lives to give others motivation, so be it.
Rolling persuasion. That's a 14. Grom, this is no tyrannical kidnapping fool like the others. This is a demon, at most, that we're hunting down. It is not worth sacrificing yourselves to ruin team morale, thinking it will do us better.
Yeah.
You should be living on to saving more fools that got caught by actually bad people.
15 on counter persuasion.
15 on that.
How about this? Counter persuasion.
Yeah.
$16 on counter persuasion. Bitch. Respectfully.
You don't.
You ain't killing yourself.
Riz face.
You ain't killing yourself. I'm not letting you die. I've lost too many.
I can't make any promises.
You can make a promise, you dipshit. Now promise me you won't kill yourself.
I'm not having thoughts of killing myself. But that is
Oh,
only
really? Then
for
what's
if
this
we're in a
self-sacrifice
sketchy
business?
situation.
No, we've been in sketchy situations before, like when I just got drowned, like practically drowned with a jelly, or when you were surrounded by those spiders. Guess what? Those were sketchy situations. No need to sacrifice yourself there, so don't
You don't know.
sacrifice yourself.
You don't know what life was like as a rebel before we had our reunion. So don't.
And you don't know
put
what
that
life was like
bullshit
as a
on me.
slave. I'm not putting bullshit on you. I'm speaking facts. You're not sacrificing yourself because it's either we all die or we all live.
This place has been. All we know is that this place has been haunted for a month. And given the fact that it's had over 100 victims, think about that for a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it.
And it's not gonna get 6 more.
It's not even gonna get one more.
Do you have... Think about this for a quick minute. What if some of those victims were adventurers that were hired, but didn't make it out alive?
Then I'd say then those adventurers were not skilled. They were idiots. We are idiots too, but we actually have skill. Not to toot my own horn there, but we do. As much as I hate on everybody in this party, we are all quite skilled in our own ways. The way that Uck over there disemboweled and dismembered that last spider, it was perfect. The way that pulling up like Merlin, the way that Merlin supports our team from afar and always has our back is perfect. I am a support player as well because I cast support spells and I'm also a ranged person. You, my friend, are supposed to be on the front lines with us. With them. We
I've
each
been
play
on
our
the
own
front
parts.
lines for a long time.
Then leave. If you don't want to fight anymore, retire. Nobody here is keeping you here, but you're not throwing away your life for a lost cause.
If you don't think that would be a good leader for the Monarch Enders, then who will?
I'm not saying you wouldn't be a good leader. I'm saying you'd be a terrible leader if you lost your life as an idiot. So don't be an idiot and fight with all you have.
I agree completely.
What good is a leader that's a dead one?
What good is a leader if he talks about this
One who
sacrifice
thinks
nonsense?
of others before himself.
Yeah,
You
that's
are
kind
thinking
dumb.
of yourself.
Bullshit.
If you're not considering how we feel if you decide to kill yourself in a battle we know we can win.
I rolled an
It's happened
18
before.
on insight.
Inside.
Why? What?
Because
For
he's
what?
calling you all out for... Because he's calling you out on bullshitting him because he's had years of experience of being a good leader. And then
Okay, and
he's
what is he
thinking
trying
of
to...
what could be a possibility... on what could be a major possibility.
You know,
what?
good heroes can die villains. Well, good leaders can die shitty ones. And that's the decision you're gonna make if you decide to sacrifice yourself, only considering what you think.
Well, here's the thing, Uck. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I will
That's
be
exactly
damned.
what I just said.
I will be damned before I see any of you go down that rabbit hole.
You know? You are a good leader, I will tell you that. You're a great leader, even. Just don't sacrifice yourself needlessly. That's all I'm saying. It's already happened to us once before. We're not having it happen again.
Now you see where I'm coming from.
Sorry you cut out. What happened?
I was saying now you see where I'm coming from in character. Like what I've said to Kanos at the time. With the right people, we'd make one hell of a team.
We are one hell of a team. Now don't go throwing off that team dynamic because you just want to get in... Fuck, I can't say that. No. What would he say here?
Out of here. Get some bad bitches in the afterlife.
Hold on, give me
I'm
one
not gonna
second. Give me 1 second.
I'm not gonna lie, the part where I said you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain, that shit was powerful with the dialogue.
Didn't really know how it related though.
Bro, given the fact that
Quick
we've had
analogy
a
I made.
emotional argument in character, that's how you know it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And my voice acting
All
skills,
right.
they fucking kicked in, bro.
Anyways, now that I had a water break real quick. Let's see here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, here we are. Listen. I get that you're trying to be a good leader and everything. However, don't sacrifice yourself. The only way that I would see that it would make sense is if 2 of us are dead and the other one is dying. If we are still up and standing, then we can still fight. But other than that, don't you dare go throwing... Fuck. Don't you dare go throwing away your life. Don't you dare go throwing your life away. There you go. Don't you dare go throwing your life away.
I'm putting my dice up because I feel like that this would be a good spot to end session 11.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
holy shit.
Wait, are
the
we
fa-
in the are we in a safe room?
Yes.
Are we long resting?
That is the main intent, yes. And I also need to edit Nia's armor class because I don't know how that shit works on D&D Beyond.
Oh, you're good.
Cue the Steinfeld to be continued music.
Hold on. Wait.
Wrong.
No. You got to hit him with the.
Nah. Hit him with the "we'll be right back."
I don't got that. I just.
One.
There it is. Bro, the face I made as that happened, that was comedically timed.
Swouse.
What kind of monster are you?
I'm a black man.
Was that Corey Kenshin?
No.
That's bullshit. I know I can recognize
What
a
kind of
voice.
monster are you?
I'm a black man.
It's speed.
Bruh.
Alright, so, the question is, who do we want to give a raid to for tonight?
Swouse.
Swouse.
I don't know. That was a good question.
Wow.
And
Swank.
if anything, I might release a new merch drop in my solo merch store to celebrate 500 followers.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
I'm just waiting on the day I reach 100 so I could drop my merch.
yeah, speaking of, I know what B wants to do for his design. Stormia, what do you want to do for your
Personal
design?
information.
Sorry for what?
For by time when
information.
you're wanting to make a design for your merch design for the Buddies Drip Market, what would you want to do design-wise?
I'll have my own
Well,
ideas,
I have
but I haven't really
been-
thought of it yet, though. I'm not big enough yet. I don't have enough following to make anything.
Okay, so
And there's me. I already have the merch in the process of being made by Rose.
and I did give the idea of like doing 2 different merch collaborations for the 4th anniversary of the Buddies and for New Year's 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Which we haven't fully figured that out yet, but we'll give some teasers on our Patreon. And also because of the fact that we're thinking of doing Goose Goose Duck tomorrow, what day works for you for the recording of episode 16 of the All Things Nerdy podcast?
Let me take a quick look at my calendar.
Alright, while you figure that out, I'm gonna see who we can give a raid to.
Okay.
Alright, so we're raiding Dante Hihashi VT today.
Oh, nice.
So for those who are on the Twitch side, see you all in the raid, and thank you for watching.